We've been talking about the series of storms for days now, getting through the first round, anticipating the second. We do have team coverage for you this morning. ABC 10's Devin Truby is watching out for flooding. And we have meteorologist Rob Carmark, who's back from a little bit of time off. Just in time, he's back to talk about what's to come today. Rob?
Okay, so I think we all understand that we're in the middle of a very wet pattern. So right now is another one of those moments. We saw the rain come in, the snow come in, and it's with us right now. We've got moderate to heavy rain in most valley spots at the moment. So any driving over the next couple hours, you are going to encounter rain, ponding on the roads, and other situations connected to that. Once you get to about 5,000 feet, it's solid snow at the moment. And this is how things are playing out with this system. But things are going to change. In fact, once we get through this round this morning, this afternoon, a lot of this is going to clear up where we're looking at clouds and very light rain and snow. Essentially, what you see off the coast, this gap, that's what's moving in later on today. So busy this morning, lighter this afternoon, but look at this. There's lots more where that came from, and it's going to ramp up again tonight. And the next round coming in later tonight is much wetter and much warmer as well. So we're looking at rising snow levels in the overnight hours with more rain than snow for most of the mountain spots. And that's how tomorrow's going to play out. Temperatures are in the 40s down low, the 20s and 30s up high. So this is starting to look like a warmer storm as it unveils today. So an umbrella for sure, a jacket just to be on the safe side. We are looking forward to a midday break to get some things done before more rain is coming later on tonight. Highs today in the 50s, a lot of clouds, rain in the morning and the evening with things slowing down in the middle of the day, and lots more where that came from. And so when you're looking at this pattern where there's only a few breaks here and there, there's one this afternoon, there's another one New Year's Day, and then looking at next week where it's all wet, we're starting to watch the creeks and rivers come up and getting more concerned about the relentless rain and some of the problems that may happen. So for more on that part of the story, we're going to go ahead and talk to Devin Truby with more.
That's right, Rob. We're here at the Cosumnes River in Rancho Marietta off Jackson Road. And let's take a look. The river's currently just under 6 feet, which puts it only 12 inches away from its 7-foot flood watch as well. You can see that the river is moving very quickly this morning. A lot of dark, murky water, debris flowing from the stream from our storms earlier this week. And what we have are predictions from NOAA. That's the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration that predicts that this river will flood on Saturday for us. So that is the concern. It can happen as early as noon, and it'll peak at around 13 feet, which would be the highest levels since February of 2017 when it hit 15 feet. And that's what you're seeing video of right now. ABC 10 was there when it flooded before, and we're back here again today. And based on predictions from NOAA on Saturday afternoon, that it is possible that when it hits 13 feet, the South Bank levee near Wilton will be topped, and that could flood homes in Wilton, and roadways could start to flood as early as Saturday morning. So with that, let's check in with Jordan Tolbert for our traffic.
Wow, look at that over there. Yeah, definitely watching out for some ponding this morning. That's definitely a concern all across our area. We're seeing some ponding on local roadways. Even on my drive in today, I saw some areas of local ponding as well. This is a live look. This is I-80 at Rockland Road. You can see slick roadways there, even on the freeways. Some of that water is collecting over there. Around the Sacramento area, seeing a couple different crashes, some of them related to ponding on the roadways, slippery roadways out there. And then also the big one right now that we're watching, this is on eastbound I-80 at Raleigh Boulevard. This is where one vehicle collision has blocked some lanes there. So if you're headed eastbound on I-80, this is definitely something of concern that you're going to want to keep in mind today. Chain controls are in effect in the High Sierra, Drum 4Bay to Truckee this morning, and then also on Highway 50 as well, Twin Bridges to Myers.
All right, Jordan, thank you very much. Appreciate that. We'll have much more weather and traffic. We do weather and traffic every 10 minutes. In the meantime, CHP is going to be out in force once again over the holiday weekend. The maximum enforcement period runs from Friday night at 6 through January 2nd. Last year, CHP made more than 500 arrests across California. 29 people were killed in car accidents. Right now, millions of people still stranded as the nationwide travel chaos is continuing. The Sacramento International Airport, one of the hardest hit airports in the country, nearly 40% of inbound and outbound flights canceled. We just checked a few minutes ago. 50 flights are canceled this morning. The vast majority of those coming from Southwest Airlines, who canceled 140 flights yesterday alone. We talked with one traveler who spent over 30 hours and thousands of dollars trying to get back to Sacramento from St. Louis, but his luggage stayed behind. That luggage containing shoes, designer clothes, and something even more valuable and potentially dangerous in the wrong hands.
I'm missing around like $9,000 worth of stuff right now, and that's just between 2 bags. I have a handgun in my luggage, and they told me that my handgun would be in my bag and placed on the airplane.
All right, it was not, but Mr. Riggins is hoping it'll be in safe hands. In the meantime, weather, staffing issues, outdated computer infrastructure, and the Southwest Airlines flight system all being blamed for that airline's widespread issues. So what can you do if you lost money because of a canceled flight? ABC 10's Jordan Tolbert went to airport officials to get some answers. Jordan.
Well, good morning. Well, first and foremost, I got to say, an airport spokesperson I talked to said if you have an issue with an airline, whether it's for cancellations, vouchers, or lodging, take it up with them and not the airport. They say capacity, though, isn't an issue at the Sacramento airport, and that terminals seem to be relatively empty. Starting Tuesday, I was told there were more employees on site than customers. One silver lining, though, and something that I hope can help you if you experience this, is the airport says there are refunds available for those who parked at the airport and actually experienced flight cancellation. So this is through car management company Laz. Just submit your receipt for that refund to be able to get that refund right in your bank account. So to actually submit your receipt, email air-parking@saccounty.gov. And that email is going to pop up at the bottom of your screen here in just a minute. And yeah, yesterday Becca was talking to airport officials as well. You know, lots of people experiencing delays out there. So
Well, you mentioned Becca now. She did get a hold of the U.S. Department of Transportation. Apparently, Southwest said all flight cancellations and delays after December 23rd cannot be blamed on the weather and that they were controllable, which means a lot of passengers are going to be entitled to hotels, meals, and more, possibly rental car, a whole bunch of stuff like that.
And Southwest actually launched that self-service tool as well because they have such high call volumes, you know, all across the nation. So.
Yeah, they initially said, that's the weather, but it seemed like all the other airlines were handling the weather a little bit better. All right, Jordan, thank you. Good information. To learn more about how you can get a refund if one is coming your way, head to abc10.com/links.